How's it going, everybody? I'm Lewis, and we've got other news from the Old School RuneScape team. Something we usually get at the end of our updates, but seeing as they're working on bigger updates which aren't being released now, they decided to just give us a lot of these smaller updates as one huge update this week. So let's start off with our small updates and quality of life updates. Doriel has had his fun and is no longer haunting Falador. Ads are no longer displayed alongside the free-to-play game. The Enchanted Lyre can now be equipped in the right hand, and using it to teleport to different locations has been simplified. The message you receive when loading cannonballs into a cannon has been added to the chat filter. You should now find that salamanders get stuck less often when attempting to route find to the traps. At red salamanders, one trap has also been rotated to prevent this from occurring repeatedly. They've removed some fires from the Lizardmen Shaman area that were making it too easy to safe spot. They've improved some mouse over text in the Slayer reward shop for clarity. They've added a model to the Monkey Talisman for when it is equipped. They've added a right-click tell story option to Juna for fast access to the Tears of Guthix. You can now speak to Juna to enable a notification message that appears once a day on login if you're eligible to visit the Tears of Guthix. They've added right-click quick travel options to Kazgar, Mistag and Dartog beneath Lumbridge. Eating pies and cakes no longer moves the remaining slice to another inventory slot. Sharing potions with the lunar spells no longer moves the remaining potion to another inventory slot. They've improved the process of entering Shiloh Village. They've added a pole booth to the Shanty Pass and the Woodcutting Guild. Bank chests at the Jewel Arena can no longer be closed. Messages to let you know that your cat is hungry or wanting attention will now appear in the game chat. They've removed the delay that existed after using various lunar spells. They've increased the clickable area of the Sopherman Gates, the Redwood Tree ladders, the Castle Wars flags, potion vials on the ground, and they've increased the drop chance of ancient shards within the current catacombs. Alongside these small updates, they've also done some bug fixes. They've fixed some graphical issues in the Drill Sergeant random event. They fixed an issue where the player's neck will become transparent when wearing a black Slayer helmet. They've removed an option from some ale barrels in Great Corrend that didn't do anything. Advisor Grim will now correctly address your character based on their gender. They fixed an issue where some charged weapons will become uncharged when dropped by a Farid or Flamebreed. They've also fixed an issue where a small part of the Corrend catacombs was a single-way combat area. And they fixed an issue where the Jungle Demon from the Monkey Madness quest would disappear when teleporting into the area. They've relocated the gate in the Hosidius area that was having graphical issues due to its location. They've lowered a cave entrance near Relica so that it's no longer floating. They've corrected the spacing of Blue Moon Inn in the bar crawl card and within some dialogue. They've improved the punctuation within Desdrel's dialogue during the Priest in Peril quest. They've corrected punctuation within the Fremnik Trials quest journal, and some punctuation in the Priest in Peril quest journal, and the Restless Ghost quest journal. They've removed a full stop from the description of a bookcase in the Varrock library for consistency. They've corrected the capitalization in a game message when retrieving the book during the Shield of Arav quest. They've corrected some punctuation in the Scorpion Catcher quest journal. They've corrected some grammar in dialogue with Professor Odenstein during the Ernest Chicken quest. They've corrected some punctuation within Redbeard Frank's dialogue during the Pirate Treasure quest. They've fixed a graphical issue with the Rogue Mask. They've corrected some punctuation in the Elemental Workshop Part 1 quest journal. They've corrected some capitalization in the Prince Ali Rescue quest journal. They've added the Dragon Halberd to the Strength skill guide. They've added Crystal Weaponry to the Attack skill guide. They've corrected some spelling in Elven dialogue and when using the boat to Zulra's Shrine, and also when cooking a chompy bird. As well as that, they've fixed a broken chat animation when talking to Drezel. Finally, in other news this week, the Deadman Mode Invitational is currently going on right now, and there are plenty of people live streaming it on Twitch. If you want to check it out, make sure you go and have a look at all the people streaming Deadman Mode. As well as that, the Old School RuneScape team will be streaming the finale at 6 PM British time in the evening on Saturday. If you want to find out who wins and gets that $10,000 prize, then tune in. And immediately after that invitational ends, they're going to be launching the second Deadman Mode season. So if you're interested in that, make sure you get on early so you can level up and beat everyone. So this seems like one of the biggest other news updates we've had. There's plenty of little things in the bug fixes which I'm sure plenty of players are happy they've changed, just for consistency, spelling and such. and there are plenty of quality of life updates which I'm sure will serve many people well. I've got a slight concern that a lot of these small updates and quality of life updates hadn't been polled, and similar updates to them have been polled in the past. However, you could argue because they're so small and minute that the fact that the previous updates passed means that these being added to the game is just fine. I suppose it's up to you and how much you actually value the polling system for Old School RuneScape. Recently I've noticed a lot more smaller things coming into the game without polls, which I don't really have a major issue with, but when it comes to the big things, that's when I start to get a little bit annoyed. Although one could easily argue a lot of small things equals a big thing. If you want to discuss this update, please go on the forums or do so in my comments below. If you want to watch my video on the latest Old School RuneScape poll, please click here for PvP and player-owned houses. And if you want to watch my Deadman Mode Invitational 2 now open video, please click here. It's got plenty of information about the Deadman Mode Invitational and the second Deadman Mode season, including a few additional rules they'll be implementing. If you've enjoyed this video, please like and share. I really appreciate every time I get a like and a share. And if you want to keep up to date with the Old School RuneScape updates, dev blogs and polls, please subscribe. I've been Lewis, thanks for watching, goodbye.